8 ways that you can increase your referrals. And cool. So, what are 8 ways that you can grow referral-based business? How would you like to be able to have, let's say, I don't know, 50 deals a year come from referrals? What if you could have a deal a week come to you from referral? What if you could get 2 to 3 referral leads every single day? Would you be cool with that? Well, I want to talk to you about some strategies that you can apply right away in order to put that into my green room. You can apply right away to create that in your life. When you guys hop on live or recorded, make sure to drop in the comments where you're from, what you're working on in your business. Love to get to know you a little bit. Okay? Cool. So let me go into step number 1. And actually, before I explain this, I want to share with you what's the concept of follow-up. Prospecting is not just the initial conversation. I think for so long, this idea of we've got to rise and grind away on the phone has become this way of, like, that's what we do over and over again. But when we really look at it, we're in a people business. A referral-based business is what we want to create. And the only way we create referrals is by creating and developing and maintaining and growing relationships. Write that keyword down, relationships, okay? So that's the idea. You want to create relationships in your life, in your business. People that are going to work with you, people that are going to talk with you, people that are going to send you business. So I like to think of it as attraction-based prospecting. What's attraction-based prospecting? It's kind of like creating a network of fans where people think you are the god of real estate, right? We're the god or goddess of real estate. And that's what we want to really talk about. Yes? Okay, so step number 1 is I recommend that you still use direct mail this way, postcards. But who are you sending your postcards to? You're going to send them specifically to any leads or past clients or sphere of influence or people that may send you referrals in the future. Okay? So let's say that you're cold calling and you talk to someone and they're like, hey, we're not thinking of selling this thing. Do you have any plans of moving ever? And they say, hey, yeah, but once my daughter graduates high school, it's going to be 8 months from now. You say, okay, no problem. Why don't I do this? I don't mind. Why don't I get your best email address? I'll shoot you my contact information. That way, if you have questions for them, you can reach out to me. So then you got the name, you got the phone number, you got their email, and you got their mailing address. That's important to get all 4 of these people. When we go through these 8 different topics today, you're going to need every one of these in order to use some of these touches. So postcards now is going to go out to that person every single month forever. As long as that person is in your list, you're marking them every single month on the 15th. They're going to get a postcard. Who else is going to get a postcard? Past client on the 15th. Sphere of influence on the 15th. They're getting postcards. And you're sending out a similar postcard every single month that runs your brand with. Vaughn, do we have a postcard shown anywhere? Just give me a postcard. I'm going to show you guys an example of what our postcard looks like. Inside of one of my upcoming products, it's going to be launched soon. It's called Attraction-Based Marketing. I'm literally going to give the templates out for my postcards so you can just rip off and duplicate exactly what we do with these, okay? So that's about 12 postcards per year just on that. One of the other things that I'm going to talk about at our events later, we do 3 events throughout the year, so we send 3 different event postcards as well, which is specific to the event but has our same branding on it, okay? So number 1 are your postcards. Number 2, the second way to grow your referrals is through an email campaign. I recommend that you are sending to your email list. You're always adding to it. Anyone you can add to that email list, add to it for sure, okay? But you're going to send out 2 emails per month. How many? 2 emails per week, not per month. 2 emails per week. Every Monday, you're going to do a motivational Monday email. Every Thursday, you're going to send out a video email. I recommend a blog or a live stream recorded on your Facebook page or your YouTube channel, and then that way you get the video in front of them. In fact, one of the other ways we're going to talk about, which is retargeting your videos to your database, it's going to be much cheaper if you're using retargeting for videos versus if you are using retargeting for, let's say, just cold sources. Where I see a lot of realtors failing today is you're following advice to do Facebook ads, do Google ads, but it's only for cold traffic. What I'm talking about is how do you use it for warm traffic? How do you use it to grow your brand so people know you, like you, and trust you? Okay. So the second thing is emails. Inside of the attraction-based prospecting, we're going to have 52 templates for your Monday motivational email, and I'm going to give you a template on how to send out for your video that you're going to send out on Thursdays as well. So if you're sending out twice a week, 52 weeks a year, 104 emails should be going out to your database throughout the year. Now that sounds kind of like, wow, that's a lot. And the truth is, it is a lot. But people are getting bombarded nowadays with emails, so you have to be even more out there. But people are lazy. If they see your name, they won't actually unsubscribe. Some people will unsubscribe, right? I mean, think about how many emails you get in your email that you don't open, but you still keep them in there because you might open it one day. It might have a nugget for you, right? And then very few of you are going to go unsubscribe to email, okay? So that's what you want to be able to do, but you want to make sure that your brand for your email is very similar to the brand for your postcard. So example, here is, and for YouTube, you can see it, here's our postcard brand. I'm going to talk about retargeting in just a second. You can see the back of it, our postcard here, okay? Everything looks very similar to this. We have 4 different messages on our postcard, but everything we do is similar to this brand. Even on our shirts, if I stand up, you can see that, the WDR logo. Everything is the same. Our hats, which I don't have one today, it's got that logo, it's got that similar brand, and you have to have a message with your brand that you're delivering. Okay? So I'm going to pause for a second before I go on to step number 3. But think about these people that you're delivering postcards to, you're delivering your emails to, you're delivering all these 8 steps to. Think about them as your tribe, as your network, and you want to add value to their life. And so if I'm delivering my brand to this network, what is the message that I want them to get? So for us in the WDR brand, it's simple. You guys probably heard me say it before, because my personal mission in life is to breathe in love and give it right back with a smile. But what the message is I want to make a difference. I want to make a difference for you. I want to make a difference for my buyers, for my sellers, for my past clients, for my network. Anyone that I can reach out to a message, I want to make a difference for them. So that's when you send this out, you've got to make sure that that's what that you have your message and the branding and the messaging all looking the same. Okay. Step number 3. You guys ready for step number 3? Go ahead and put a 1 in the comments if you're doing anything to generate referrals. Put a 2 in the comments if you're just focusing on cold leads. I'd love to know that. Step number 3 are blogs. Okay. You guys can go check out on my actual page some blogs. I post them every week. Now, what we want to be able to do is have blogs that are engaging and not boring. So I do a lot of lifestyle blogs and a lot of mindset, emotional state, and problem type blogs, things that I'm working on in my own life every single day. So a blog is really powerful, super inexpensive. Now, if you don't do blogs, I would substitute blogs out for just a weekly message that you can literally host on live on your Facebook page. But you're going to want to have a hard copy of it that you download and save, and I'll tell you why here in just a second. So number 4 way to do it are blogs. Now, if you guys have any questions as well, drop your questions in the comments down below. I'll be answering some questions I have here in just a second. So, like I said, all of this is going to be an attraction-based marketing product that we have coming out soon. It's not available yet. So you can send me messages if you have questions. It's not available already yet to build, deliver to you, share you exactly how to do it. Also, for our Prospecting Alliance members, we go over a lot of this in detail. So, for example, the next one, number 4, write down number 4, is retargeting ads. We just went over this in Prospecting Alliance. You can check that out at prospectingalliance.com. I shared the message right here, or in the comments on Facebook. But retargeting is this. So you've got, let's say, I've got a people farm, my follow-ups, of about 1,900 people. Now, these are people that have said they're thinking of buying or selling or making a move in the next 2 years or so, or less, right? Some of them are a little longer, some of them are much shorter, but roughly 2 years, okay? I have my SOI, which with my team is probably about 500 people at max, okay? And then I have my email list, which is about 6,500 people. Those are just emails we've gathered over the years that we target to, okay? Or that we stay in front of. So obviously we're sending emails to them, but I also have their address, I have their email, I have their phone number, I have their name. Now, you've got 2 really good tools. One is called Facebook. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's a pretty awesome tool that owns another company called Instagram. 1 billion users on Instagram, 2 billion active users on Facebook. The other tool you guys have is Google. How many of you guys have heard of Google or Facebook? Put a yes in the comments, right? So what you can do is, because Google and Facebook, they're a data company. That's really what they are. They collect data. You saw the big thing with Facebook several weeks ago. You know, Zuckerberg went in front of Congress and the Senate asked really stupid questions. But they're a data company, and so they own, more than likely, the data that you own is that for your people farm, your past clients, these people you're following up with, these phone numbers, these emails, they have that data attached to a Google account, a Gmail account, or attached to a Facebook account. So you can actually upload that data, and I just shared a little bit how to do that on Thursday's Prospecting Alliance call. And for less than $3 a day for Facebook is what I do, and for less than $5 a day on Google AdWords, I retarget these people specifically with my blogs. So each week is a new blog, and we are putting our blog in front of people. So even if they don't actually open my email when I send the blog, guess what? I'm retargeting my blog in front of them. It's going to pop up on Facebook or Google or a partner website, so they can't forget about me. And then guess what? Because I'm doing a lifestyle video, I'm not talking about cheesy stuff that people don't care about. I'm talking about what's real for me in my life. They start to resonate and connect with me. I'll give you an example. So there's one of the people in my people farm. I met her through Facebook, and she sent me a message randomly and said, "Hey, Colton, listen, I would say that you're probably the most authentic and genuine realtor I've ever met. We're going to be buying some investment properties at the start of 2019, some fourplexes. I want to make sure that I work with you and your team. How do I make sure I stay in contact with you guys?" So then I put her into my database, and she's in my people farm now. She gets all these contacts, gets invited to events, things we're going to talk about in a second. And but I asked her what it was that really, that she was able to connect with that. She said, because my blogs really shared my message, who I am, what I stand for. Okay, so blogs are really, really powerful, and there's some other things that need to go into that with editing and stuff like that, but at the very least you can do live streams. We have David Massey. He's one of my platinum partners in the WGR Mastermind. He's made about $30,000 this year from doing a weekly live stream and following the same technique of retargeting it back to his database. People reached out to him directly because they hadn't even talked to him, but they got onto his retargeting list, and they reached out to him and said, because I love your freaking live streams and who you are and what you're doing, they connected with him and they did business with him, okay? So retargeting also, though, video is going to be cheaper. I'm going to write that down. Video retargeting to your list is cheaper. I can get a video blog in front of my people farm or past client or SOI for less than 11 cents a view, which is about a 20-second view. Whereas a postcard, even though we still do it, it's about 34 cents a view, which they hold it for about 6 seconds on average, and they throw it away. Okay, so you have to see, it's all about views, it's all about keeping it in front of people's faces. Okay? The other thing we do is we do placement ads. So just like this postcard, very similar graphic will go up on retargeting for Facebook and Google as well. So if they're just scrolling through the Wall Street Journal, or we have a website called KSL.com, it's a local classified, very popular in Utah. It'll just randomly show up on these places as a placement ad for people. I can even do those placement ads on Facebook as well, so that they're randomly just staying in front of people. Okay, so if you, let me know if you guys are getting what I'm talking about. Put a yes in the comments if you are, put a no if you're not, or if you need me to further kind of clarify, just let me know. And if you need questions, drop them in the comments as well. So number 5, here's the 5th thing I want to share with you guys to generate more referrals. And understand too, when you're getting this information out, it's all about value. It's all about giving value, right? So what is the value you bring to them? So we're going to get to some more talking points in a second. Number 5 are events. So we do 3 events a year. We did a bowling event before. We did roller skating the first of the year. Here next on the 22nd, we're doing Dinosaur Park, so it's a museum of dinosaurs here in Ogden. We got 500 people already registered to come to that event. In the fall, we do a fall harvest with a pumpkin patch called Black Diamond Farms. We get about 500 to 700 people there at that event. And so now, all of a sudden, what you're doing with these events is I get to make a video to retarget to these lists, inviting them to the event. I get to call them and invite them to the event. I get to see them at the event. So let's say this next one, I got 500 people RSVP'd already. 250 of them will be adults. So I get a handshake 250 adults at this event. Where else can you make 250 contacts in one night? So events are really powerful. Plus we send out another postcard specific to the event with similar branding that goes out. And so you want to make sure this is going out with value adds. You want to create value for people. Amy asked, how do you retarget? What is the method or tool? So we use Google AdWords and we use Facebook ads. And inside of, we don't use any other tool besides the tools that are set inside of these platforms. If you want to check, send me a message. I can give you more information. But this is what we teach it in detail. It's kind of hard in a 30-minute segment over here to just say, hey, here's how you do it. But in a nutshell, basically, in Prospecting Alliance and attraction-based marketing, we teach how to do that. We literally have the screen share of how you upload your list, how you set the ad, how you retarget, how you set your budget, and so you're not randomly just sending ads out to just random people, but it's to people that you've sold houses to, it's to buyers that you've worked with, it's to past clients, it's to leads that you're working with, it's to referrals that you've received, it's to your database, so that those people specifically see your marketing, not just some random person that's never heard of you before. And so hopefully that helps. But send me a message. I can help you a little bit more. Next is letters from the heart. So a couple times a year we'll send a letter from the heart or an email from the heart. Letters because we know that they'll probably open them more likely than an email. But basically, I just share a message about what I've gone through the first 6 months of my business, with family, with challenges, with ups and with downs. And so it's a way that I can connect with people. How many of you guys watching live or recording, you have some challenges in your life, you have some shit you're dealing with, whether it's marriage challenges, financial challenges, it's health challenges, it's whatever, right? Like, we have stuff we're dealing with in life, and what we want people to understand in our database, in our network, in our tribe, is that we're human beings. We're not these robots that don't deal with challenges. And if you can connect with them on that level, they're more likely to come to you and trust you. Trust is a key word. You want to convey trust. So number 6 is a letter from the heart or an email from the heart. I recommend letters where you actually deliver the letter to them via mail. Number 7, obviously you're calling your database 5 or 6 times. I recommend 5 or 6 times a year you get them on the phone. Now, if you do 3 client events or WGR events, we call them a year, you get to call them 6 times. Once before the event to invite them, second time after the event to thank them for coming. So you get 6 calls in just like that, and you're asking, oh, by the way, who do you know thinking of buying or selling real estate in the future? One of the phrases we use is, hey, I'm expanding my real estate business. When if you hear of anyone thinking of buying a house or selling a house, do you feel comfortable referring them to me? They say yes. I give the brand promise. Awesome. Anyone you send my way, I'm going to take care of them. I'm going to treat them like gold, and we're going to make sure that you look like a star and keep you up to date every step of the way. By the way, who do you know? Any neighbors, any friends, right? So when you call them and invite them to the dinosaur park or to the fall harvest event or to roller skating, you're also asking them for referrals. Okay. Next is text messages. Oh, wait, one big thing about the call as well, make sure you call them on their birthday. Don't text message them, don't email them, don't post on their Facebook page. Call them, even if you have to leave a voicemail. I'm telling you, the most underestimated contact for your database, your SOI, your people farm, your network, is making the happy birthday call, okay? And you don't ask for business on that call. You say, hey, it's Colton, go to our sales team. Rumor has it it's your birthday today. Is that true? They say yes. Awesome. Just want to wish you a happy birthday. Appreciate you. Let you know here at the WR Sales Team we're thinking about you. Have an awesome day. Anything else I can do for you? No, we're good. Awesome. See you later. So you're not soliciting on that call. And then text messages. Text messages aren't going to be used for passive, but more to get people onto a phone or to get information. So most people, when you send a text message, this is number 8, okay? And I'm going to, if you guys hang on to the end, I'm going to share some bonuses with you too. So the other thing is, where you want to drive referrals or you want to, the point of the text messages, you want to get them onto a phone call, okay? So instead of saying, hey, John, it's Colton, I haven't talked to you in a while, I just want to see who you know thinking about buying or selling a house. That's kind of lengthy, and it gives too much information, and it doesn't give them a reason to reach back out to you. They just see it as a solicit text, and they won't respond. So what I say is, hey, Amy, ? So then they say, yes, this is Amy, or yes, this is John, or whatever. It solicits to come back to them. Just say, then you can respond, hey, it's awesome, it's Colton, I hadn't talked to you in a while, how's everything? Thanks for asking. Can I ask? And then you can say, well, do you have time to hop on a call, or is just text message better? And if you can, get them on a phone call so you can talk to them, get that voice-to-voice interaction, and then you're going to run through your script to either invite them to the event or ask for a referral or whatever the purpose of the call is and the value you're adding to it. Or the other thing is if they can't, text message is better. Like I have some clients that because they're a dispatcher and they can't have their phone or whatever, or they're police officers, they sleep at their times, then text message is kind of lengthy, but we get better communication that way. So that's 8 different ways: postcards, emails, vlogs, retargeting, special events, letters from the heart, happy birthday calls, and regular phone calls and text messages. But I want to share with you some bonuses as well, but I want to check out a question. Hey, Chris said, I found a video where you was calling on Mojo and cannot find it. So here's what you need to do. I'm going to share this link with you. You need to register for my 28-day prospecting challenge. If you guys aren't on it already, go join. Okay, I'm going to share the link right here. Inside of the WGR Academy Facebook group, I do live streams every other week for live prospecting. So, free prospecting challenge. So, or you can find that group as well. Just search the WGR Academy. So that's the place where you can check it out. Or my YouTube channel. They're on my YouTube channel. If you want to go check out, just search YouTube, Colton, Lindsay, live prospecting on YouTube. There's a bunch of videos there. Cool, but if you want to be in a live session, you got to be in the prospecting challenge, and you actually get invited to watch it live. So here's a couple of bonuses. 20. So we have of our business, and we'll do, I don't know, we're a little bit behind what we hope to be, but we'll be between 85 and 100 units, probably 80 to 100 units closed this year. 70% of those deals are actually referred. We need to understand this though. Of the 70% of our referrals, 25% are from our active customers. So what I haven't shared with you in here is how do you solicit as well from active customers. So it starts from having a really solid customer process and customer experience, clear from welcome emails to videos that explain how the process works, from when they start being active to going under contract to the inspection to the escrow process to closing. So having a really solid process from start to finish with your customer, and each time you have a conversation with them, you're asking for a referral. Hey, we appreciate business with you. I know you guys are excited to make the move. Who else do you know that you've talked to recently, maybe thinking of buying or selling real estate? And so you're always asking your active customers for referrals as well, because they're most excited. That's when real estate's top of their mind. They're talking to other people about moving in, and then they say, oh, I'm actually thinking about moving as well. So that is one of the best times is to work your active customers. And inside of the attraction-based marketing program, we're going to teach you not only how to market your past clients, your sphere of influence, your follow-up leads, market them for business to generate 5 or more appointments per week. We're also going to share with you how do you market to your active customers to generate referrals from them. So hopefully that helps you guys out. I want to share with you guys a screen share as well. Let me see if I can pull it up though. So I'm going to, you guys can see this. You guys see some mojo going on. So I'll give you an idea of so for example, that's not what I wanted to share with you. So I'm going to go inside of what the Prospecting Mastery, Prospecting Alliance, and even also attraction-based marketing is going to be inside of here. But for example, here's the Prospecting Alliance, right? I'm going to refresh the page. So these are replays. What is Prospecting Alliance? The challenge is for most agents, they're not using the right vehicles to make money, right? So you might fall into that category that you're always having to chase business, or you're always worried about where's your next paycheck coming from. If that's you, you're like 87% of the realtors that fail out of the business. So that's okay. If you're set up to fail, then that sucks. But I want to help you not fail. There's 13% of realtors that will stay in the business. Of that 13%, the top 1% are going to make a lot of money. Most everyone else is going to do maybe $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year. And I want to get people to not only 100,000, but 2, 3, 4, 500,000. Like one of my mastermind partners, platinum partner, Sean Overman, she's worked with me for a while now, but she's on track this year to do $50,000 in income just this month alone of June, closing 124 transactions. I'm going to interview her next week because I just love her story so much, right? She's just doing a lot of business, okay? So what we want to do, what he's doing in the background, check on him now. What we want to do is help you guys get that. You have to have the right vehicle in order to learn how do you get to 25, 50, 100 plus deals a year. And that's what I want to demonstrate for you guys on through the Prospecting Alliance. You've guys heard me talk about Fearless Agent a lot. I highly recommend Fearless Agent. That's one of the areas I got started with, fearlessagent.com. But also now what we teach is with our stuff. So Prospecting Alliance is 2 calls per week, or per month, group setting. We use a platform like Zoom oftentimes, but for 90 minutes, I'm teaching you guys in depth how to have the right mindset, the skill set, the words, the art of communication, but also how do you have the follow-up and put the systems in place to create traction-based marketing. That also you have access to all the recorded calls. So for example, in here you can see all the recorded sessions. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 calls in there, 7 times an hour and a half. I don't know what that number equals, but it's like 12 hours of content or 10 hours of content right there, teaching you guys this stuff that I'm talking about in depth already. I'm answering live questions from other agents just like you on how to do retargeting. So Amy had the question about retargeting. I'm literally showing on Thursday's call, which was the 7th, creating targeted cold call lists and retargeting your database. I literally do a screen share on how to do that, okay? So you can check that out at prospectingalliance.com. And you guys on YouTube, you can't see this version that I'm sharing, but I have a screen up going over this. Also, you get a daily awareness message. So through Facebook Messenger, I send you a 60-second audio message to keep you focused on how to move forward with your traction-based prospecting. Also, you're going to be able to have the opportunity to split into accountability groups, and then you have access to an exclusive Facebook group where a high-level conversation is going on as well. And then you get to submit, like right here, you get to submit a video or a recording. It's called Submit Your Call, on how do you, like on one of your live prospecting calls. So I'll break down coaching, or I'll coach and break down and give feedback to your if you call them FISBOs, if you call them spies, you're doing cold calls, you're calling SOI. I will break down the rules of engagement. It's what I teach in Prospecting Mastery, so that you get better answers, better responses, you stay in rapport, you build stronger relationships with your customers. And the outcome is you're going to make more money. You're going to get more referrals, right? I know from our system that we use, you're going to be able to generate referrals. And I've done 40 plus FISBOs a year to 60 plus referrals a year. Like I know how to do this stuff. And I want to help you guys get that. So the outcome is you're going to be able to set more than 5 appointments every single week. We got one of our Alliance members who's a lifetime Alliance member, Michael Wade. He's setting 6 or 7 appointments every single week. Okay, so the outcome is you're going to be able to start generating more referrals. We got one of our members that he's beginning to learn and understand how to retarget. I told you guys about David Massey. Like these are just some examples. So you're going to be able to make more money. Okay. So you might be thinking, oh, I don't have the money to invest into this program right now. Well, the reality is you don't not have the money to do it. Like you're going to be broke and out of the business because the stats are 87% of the agents fail. You might be thinking, oh, there's so many people out there offering products or whatever. What makes this different? Well, once you sign up, you will understand why it's different, because I'm not teaching you to do the Facebook ads to get cold leads. I'm not teaching you to get Zillow to get cold leads. I'm not teaching you to chase stuff. I'm teaching you to have people come to you. People think you're the god or the goddess of real estate. That's really what you're looking for, right? You might be thinking, well, I don't know if I like Colton's style because he's kind of rough, or he's kind of has some naughty language, or he says fuck or whatever, right? And that's okay, because we need to set aside the judgment and creating a meaning on things and start to see, you know what can I really get good from this guy? And what I'm able to help you guys get is more appointments, more money, more referrals, more deals into your pocket. Okay? You might be thinking, well, I got to check with my spouse before I spend money. Well, the moment that you can start being the CEO of your business and you can make these decisions is the more you'll have more money for your spouse to do more cool things, right? So these are just a few reasons. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys is Prospecting Mastery Program, okay? So $47, prospectingalliance.com. Go frickin' sign up. You can see Sam Patterson and Christian Harlow are members, and there's many more comments inside of the Facebook group that talk about this, right? But you want to definitely get involved with that. Prospecting Mastery is a little bit different. I'm going to share that with you guys here in just a second. But for $47, you can guys get involved with the Prospecting Alliance program, okay? What is Prospecting Mastery? Prospecting Mastery is a 12 video training module program. You can see right here. One of the modules is called Openers. How do you open conversations with your sphere of influence, with your past clients, with a FISBO, with an expire, with a cold call, with a follow-up? How do you have these conversations? Another one is called the Real Estate Made Simple, between sales, marketing, operations, and your priorities. How to actually get your business simplified. Another one is your prospecting sources. What are the absolute best sources to get business now and long term? And what are the words that you say to them? Another one of the modules is popping up here is the openers. I talked about that. How do you open cold call, the physical, the expired, the people from the SOI, past client, and online. Okay. Another one of the videos modules in here is rules of engagement. This one is so huge. How do you actually control the conversation to get it in the direction you want? Another one of the videos is, see what this one is. How do you create a follow-up program for your SOI, for your past clients? What's the system that you're going to follow? Okay, and then one of my favorites, I think, is number 10. I can't remember the exact. Oh yeah, the mindset and emotional state. I believe 90% of your success comes from the emotional state management, right? So you guys can check that out on this link as well. It's called Prospecting Mastery. That is currently $597. It's a little bit higher end program. Some of you guys might not be ready for it. It's not for those that are just taking this part time or just not taking business serious. This is for someone that says, hey, I don't want just 100K. I want to drive to multiple six-figure business. Prospecting Mastery. Prospecting Alliance and Prospecting Mastery go hand in hand, right? Like, Prospecting Mastery gives you what you need to know to start your prospecting and attraction-based prospecting. The Alliance helps you put it together because it doesn't happen overnight. It happens over lots of successful nights. Okay? Cool. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Also look for the attraction-based marketing video or program coming out soon as well that teaches you even more in depth with the marketing side. We'll see you guys later.